So are we rolling? We're rolling. Alright, so this is like an update video to the 6 attribute orbs video I made before because I had a little misinformation back then. But yeah. So I don't know if I covered this back then, but here we are in the volcano for good reason. Now you see that door back there? You want to come through here. The easiest way to get up here is by going from, the start, running over, jumping across here, then jumping across here. I'm pretty sure the lava over here doesn't hurt you, but I wouldn't know because lava doesn't affect me. And you want to make it over to this house and go inside, and you'll find this guy. When you meet him and first try to talk to him, he's going to be like, "Are you worthy of my store?" or something, and gives you a quest where you have to defeat 3 duelists in in duels, not consecutively or anything. You just gotta get 3 wins. And after that, you'll have access to his shop where you can buy the sword duel disc, which is not very important, but hey, also like a lot of Red Eyes Ultra Narrow works. And yeah. So after that, you'll get an item called the Eternal Flame. This, and with it, you can come on over to the cliffs area, which I'll show you in a second. But first, since we're already at the volcano, we might as well. You want to parkour past these 2 pillars over to this 3rd one, farthest away from the house. And there's going to be a note here, which I covered last time, but last time I didn't remember how to actually open the elevator. So I think you say, there you go, what lies beneath the surface? So then the elevator will spiral up, the door will open, you want to step inside quickly because the door will close in just a second, and it'll take you back down. I hate this elevator ride, it takes too long. Alright, so now that you've made it down here, you're going to go ahead and go to this coffin. In this little groove here is going to be the red orb, which is the Orb of Flame. I'm going to my artifacts, the Orb of the Flame. Now, here's the thing with the Orb of the Flame. Let's say after you get the Orb of Heaven, you can talk to a ghost. And the ghost will give you your power to walk on fire. Now, to get out of here, you say what lies above the surface. So, now we're going to head over to the cliffs area, because in order to get the Orb of Wind, you actually have to have Eternal Flame. But you don't want to get the Orb of the Flame before you get the Orb of Void, because I'm pretty sure getting the fire means you can't get the darkness. You have to get the heaven next. And you don't really want to get stuck with heaven, because then farming takes a little longer. Because here's the thing with the Orb of Void. Every win you get in a shadow duel with the Orb of Void gives you 1 extra soul directly from the soul counter of the loser. So you get 3 per win if they have an artifact, and 2 per win if they do not have an artifact. But with the Orb of Heaven, it doesn't take anything. So you just get 2 per win if they have an artifact, and 1 per win if they do not. So I use the Orb of Void with an Eldritch Zombie deck to get my wins, and I guess I can just show you guys my list. This is another Orb of Void deck I created. But, yeah. So here we have the list. But, yeah. Let me just go back to my... So, now that we're here in the plains, first we're going to come over here, because this is actually the order that I got the orbs. So first, I stumbled upon the Orb of the Wild. I was like, wait, there must be more orbs. So then I stumbled upon the altar where you get the Orb of Void and stuff. Then I had someone tell me where... Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Then I had someone tell me where the rest were. But, god dang, it's a gold mine out here. It's just free astrals everywhere. Guys, I'm so sorry, but your boy is kind of broke. So let me just get these astrals real quick. Oh yeah, and I tested that. No, there's not an invisible wall. You can and will die if you try to fall off that cliff. So, this this sword here, sword is stuck in the rock. The inscription reads, only those who wield the eternal flame may pull the sword from the stone." Pull on the sword. Now, if you have the item Eternal Flame, which we got earlier from me explaining how you get it, you can do this. Now, if you open it for yourself, people who don't have the Eternal Flame or haven't pulled the sword yet will not be able to see the opening or go in, so it'll look like you're just phasing through the wall. It's not really that important, but yeah, you don't open the door for the whole server. So, when you stumble across this shrine, which is where all the glitched astrals drop, like, yeah, there's like a billion of them up there where you can never get them, but yeah, there's gonna be the Orb of the Wild in his head. You can just click that, take it, and then you can leave after robbing the little shrine here. What are the ghosts gonna do about it? Haunt you? Alright, so now you want to come over to a waterfall, specifically, I think, yeah, this one. So this waterfall over here is very special because it's the only one you can actually touch. And because you can touch it means you can do this. Definitely accurate to how waterfalls actually act in real life. When you're going up that waterfall, you just want to, like, don't use the movement keys, just hold jump. It goes much faster if you do so. So now we go into this altar. Now, when you get here, it's not, like, damaged like it is now. You just want to have, just keep clicking it. Eventually, like, the message is going to keep saying, you feel something getting mad at you. And then after you keep clicking it, it explodes because you angered a demon. Then you get sent to the Shadow Realm. Literally, you can just enter the Shadow Realm after that. So then, after the angered demon opens the gateway to the Shadow Realm, you can just kind of enter here anytime you want. And there's no time limit, you can just chill. But you can't duel here, sadly. Now, after you come through here, you get the Orb of Void. And I stumbled across this when it was just added, and there was like a billion people here. Okay, I'm bad at parkour, apparently. 6 years of being on Roblox for what? Alright, so, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by my terrible parkour skills, when you get here, you get the Orb of Void, and I stumbled across this place when I saw a bunch of people head up this waterfall with the totally accurate physics. So I angered the demon like everyone else did, and we got sent here. We couldn't see because sometimes there's like a little filter that makes everything completely purple, and you can barely see anything except for the shadows from being in high quality Roblox mode. What was that lag spike just now? And ignoring the chat. Yeah. Now when you come here and talk to this guy, if you have one of the Orb of Heaven or Orb of Void, he's gonna be like, "Hey, you want the other one?" Specifically the one you don't have, and he'll give it to you. But now that we're back in the city, I can show you guys where the Orb of Water and the Orb of Earth are. Starting with Earth, you just come down here, and the Earth Orb should be by one of these trees. I think this one. Now for Orb of Water, which is much farther away, so it's going to take a little second. It's going to be next to the crane where you get the key for the frying pan dual disc, which I guess I'll show you in this video too, is a little extra because it's right there. So, you want to go by the ocean area, because obviously it's the water orb. Why wouldn't it be? Would you expect it to be at the volcano? Right. And so, you come to the docking area, then you want to go this direction. The only direction you can go in. And it's going to take a little second. The Orb of Water should be down here. Now, to get the frying pan dual disc, there's going to be a little key here. You just click through there. Now you're going to go back to the cafe area. And in there, you'll find a door that's locked. You can use the key to open it. And after a strange staircase that looks like it should not be able to hold itself up under your weight or under someone else's, or just itself's weight, honestly, you'll find the frying pan. Your character says, I'm going to steal this frying pan, and your character steals the frying pan. I mean, I guess you can kind of see where the room is, because you just kind of go through here, then you come to this door. Oh, it's not the store? I thought it was, because you know how the building actually looks. You're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck. Kaiba, he's like 3. She. Who cares? It's fictional. Alright. So yeah, the staircase should definitely not be holding up my weight, and the frying pan will be right here. You collect it, and that's what this duel disc is. That's how you get it. God, that's just so bad for my eyes. Alright, but yeah. That is how you do it. How to get all the attribute orbs. And as a little bonus, how you get the frying pan. I'll see you guys later.